Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Something I want to distinguish about the way we're going to go through this program today is my goal is to teach you to be masters of transformation. Okay. My overarching, like what I wrote on my board, is transformation confidence. And that's what we're doing here. So I need to teach something before our first break, which is about default and sourced energy. All right. So there's two types of energy. And this is the heart of Shift the Field. Can you guys read that? Okay. So shifting the field is really about when you work with your client, your intention is that they move from default energy to sourced energy. And sourced energy for everyone doesn't look like I'm in meditation, right? Sourced energy, there's a million expressions of sourced energy. So how do we know if someone's in default or if someone isn't sourced? How do we know? So default energy is based in the past. It's based in the past. It's based on something that happened in the past that we decided this is how I'm going to survive life. Yeah, defense mechanism. Yeah, a default energy is a defense mechanism. Absolutely. The other thing about default is it's mostly trying to control the future. Yeah, so our default energy helps us control the future. Now, we all know logically that we can't control the future, right? We've all had experiences that's like, okay, that's clearly out of my control. But we still think that we can. And what happens is we feel like if I show up the way I showed up yesterday, I pretty much know I'm going to get a similar result. It can't be worse, right? And we kind of live in that, like, let's not make things worse. So as long as I have this expression, and for me, if it's this, right, as long as I do this, I pretty much know I'm going to have enough money and people will generally like me and I'll get promotions and it's going to be okay. If I show up like this, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. So if default energy, and I'm going to add one more thing here, it tends to feel either heavy or hard. So Barb, when you said I'm tired of doing so much, right? That feels defaulty. I'm tired is heavy and hard, or it might be kind of like frenetic, right? Either way, it's not present or potent. We're going to talk a lot about potency. Transformation requires potency. When we're like all distracted, we're not present, we're not potent, we're in default. Now, here's the thing. It is okay to be in default. Okay? I want you to love yourself and love your default. We are making nothing wrong here. The more you can be okay with this, the more quickly you be this. When we think I shouldn't be this, right? Fix me. Someone fix me. We think we shouldn't be this. We're stuck here, right? We're on that old tired path and we can't get off. So we got to love all this, right? So this isn't about, oh, I shouldn't be there. Like if you're there, remember truth is the heart. The sooner you can embrace the truth that that's where you are, the sooner you're free. And in my journey, that's been such a huge thing, is knowing, I know at the core of my being that if I see a truth, I will accept it. And that with that, you're free. So if I can be with this, I'm free. And that doesn't mean everything's always easy peasy, because I go through cycles of transformation and I'm in the trying to, I need to surrender control and I don't want to and all of that. But I know in my heart of hearts that who I am as a being is I will see it, I will do it. But right, when we know we can be with whatever is here, then we know we can always move here. And so we never have to be stressed, you guys, when it's like, oh God, I'm in default and I'm this and I'm that. And it's like, No, because when you have transformation confidence, you know it's not forever. And you know the universe has your back. My expansion magicians have an easier time with this than others, right? That we're divinely supported. That's transformation confidence, being able to be here, right? We can think about this as the shadow. If anybody calls their work shadow work, right? This is where we're healing the trauma, we're healing the old stuck stored energy, right? We have to be able to go here. So if that's default, then sourced energy, it arises in the present. I don't know if you can read that, but it arises in the present, right? So we're not worried about, well, this is who I was, or these things that happened in the past. And we're also not trying to be a certain way to get a result in the future. We've cleared this, right? And we're going to talk about how this happens in the anatomy, but we've cleared this, and now we have a clear space. Well, who can you be now? Me, right? It's like everything is possible and I can be me. And then the question is, well, who is that? It's like, well, I don't even know, right? And that's where we got to tune in and go, well, what would it be if you did know? And that whatever comes to mind, that's this. Sourced arises from the soul, the very fabric of who you are. And it doesn't care what anybody else thinks, because you are here to express a unique slice of source energy, period. Your expression does not look like anybody else's. The other thing about sourced energy is it's you, but it's not all of you. So there may be a season or a cycle of transformation. We go through these cycles where you are playing with, I think back to when I was a teacher, my words, love, freedom, and empowerment. And those were my words that guided me all through the start of my business, right? When I would go to those networking events, I would think, I don't know what is going on here. Who am I? What did I just say when I stood up to introduce myself? I have no idea. But who I am is love, freedom, and empowerment. And people would come up to me after, and they would say politely, I have no idea what you do, but I think I need to work with you. Because I didn't know what I was saying, but my being was communicating, right? Your being communicates. And what's amazing is when you're operating in a sourced energy, then you make a decision, this is how I'm showing up, and the rest falls into place. So we're going to talk more about this, about marketing, and how, so often we think, okay, here's a strategy that I should do. And then how do I fit myself in this strategy? But we need to start with the energy. Here's the energy I want to express. When I'm in that energy, what strategy feels really good to me? And sourced energy feels alive.